It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dolphins and the Eagles, next on Madden Football.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft, fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. That is caught. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ray McCloud, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking 1 drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal. And it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
After the touchdown, now is Prater to kick. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 17 carries, 62 yards.
It's been a strong season for him thus far, sitting currently 7th in the NFL in rushing. He gives their offense really good flexibility because if he's gashing a defense, they can ride him to an early lead. But the defense sells out to stop him, that opens up their passing game.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Stafford. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Stafford. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Back to throw. Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 64 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold him a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. To return is McKenzie. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple of days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Throwing on third
chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Here now, 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 18. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the 1st quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now. You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They run here with Singletary. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. 7-7, our score after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Singletary again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devin Singletary taking it in for a yard now. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey on the counter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Stafford. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The tackle made there behind the line by Isaiah Foskey. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. Sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
McKenzie now to return it. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dolphins offense returning to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Ridley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here is 3rd down and 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Mayfield down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Mayfield to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Stafford. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Complete to Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff left. McCaffrey gets around him. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4. Stafford. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. All able to avoid him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to go with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Stafford. It throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down at 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Mayfield. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A 57-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Down that right side, it's McCaffrey. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That is caught. And they work this right upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
And that's a good job there, knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw there into the hands of Ross. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield to throw it. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 70 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The left side caught by Diggs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Stephon Diggs. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Mayfield.
It's caught by Bryant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Here's Mayfield. Underneath into the hands of Sternberger.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Mayfield now.
We'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. McCaffrey. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Boswell's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 13, a minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mayfield. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Baker. Into the hands of Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now on second down. Now Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.